Hello everybody. So VFL is officially back. TMV just made a video on it, I think about yesterday as the time of recording. So he's just gone through all the rules and everything. I'll link it below if you want to watch it, the explanations. And yeah, we're just gonna go through, build our own team, aim to be better than TMV again. This time I might actually be bold enough to challenge Mr. Sideshow. And yeah, let's just go straight into it. I'll give you guys some tips and tricks as we go along the team building process. Now quickly, before we start building our team, let's go through the important notices down here. First steps to log out and log back in before using the site, which I've already done. And then next to note is the IGL selection isn't working. Just follow the workaround here if you have any issue in building your own team. And then lastly, do not pick players that are not in Swiss stage for game week 1. As TMV said in his video, if you haven't watched it, so this Masters Santiago is split into 3 stages over the tournament, 3 game weeks. So first game week would be the Swiss stage, and then the playoffs. The first part of playoffs would be all game week 2, and then the top 4 teams will be playing in game week 3. So I'll link the TMV video down below in the description and pin comment for you guys to see if you need more clarification. But without further ado, let's get straight into team building. Now, there's only 6 slots, 50 VP, and the main thing to take note of here is that unlike kickoff, you don't pick 10 players across all the regions and whatnot. You only pick 7. Sorry, I said yes. Wait, no, 6. I got it right the first time. Okay, so let's just start. I think what I want to do is start with the duelist and the sentinel player, and then we fill in our wildcards and initiator and controller player last. Duelist, very important. Sentinel are usually more on the expensive side as well. So let's start with duelist first. Duelist, looking at this cost, 11.5 is the most expensive for Martin and Dambi. And then you can see Lover's Rock here for 11, but of course don't pick Lover's Rock for this week because he isn't playing until the playoffs. So don't pick Lover's Rock, don't pick Koala Noob, for example. For this week, you can always make the transfers for game week 2 where if you wish to do so. Now, who will I pick here? First of all, let's go through some of the picks available. I wouldn't recommend picking CB here, 7 points for EDG for 2 reasons. Number 1, EDG, I don't have them doing too hot in the tournament, and number 2, CB individually has been kinda playing quite poorly, so wouldn't recommend picking CB even though he's the cheapest. Another one I wouldn't recommend is Alim, despite me being quite high on Furia and I think he's gonna do well. There have been some reported visa issues for Alim, so he might not even make it to Santiago. So be cautionary when you pick Alim, because whoever subs in for him, you're gonna get their points, and is it gonna be as good? Who knows? Now let's move on to some people that I think will be pretty good picks. I think Jing for 9.5 is looking pretty good. Mini Boo for 9.5 as well, especially with me being pretty high on Team Liquid overall. Bippo for 8.5 looks pretty good as well, and so is Francis for 9. There's some pretty good options down there. Jog might be a pretty good pick as well. Oh, I don't believe in the T1 or NRG Vision, so I'm gonna avoid those players personally. You guys could go for them if you believe in them. I think for now, I'm gonna lock in Bippo. I was gonna say I was gonna lock in Francis, but I forgot Nongshim was the first seed. That just completely flew over my head. So don't pick up Nongshim, don't pick up Dambi as well. Remember, not for this week. Pick them up next week if you want to. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with Bippo here. Despite not having 2 crazy performances in kickoff, he was kind of outshined by Martin, but I feel like Bippo is a very cracked player, very good pick as well. I'm gonna lock him in for now. I am thinking about switching it over to Jing, but I might have Jing in my wildcard slot instead. So let's have Bippo there for now and move on to pick our Sentinel. which we have Meteor, Mini. Mini is a very good pick. We have Nats as well. Nats is almost always guaranteed to give you good performances. But let's look slightly down. AU1, Craven, Ivy, all three you shouldn't be picking this week. Chichu might be a shout, but that depends if you have faith on EDG. Davai, Baby Bay. I think for this one, I'm just gonna lock in Mini. It's a pretty easy pick. I have mates, doing very well in Swiss. I have them going undefeated, so yeah, that should be easy. And I think I forgot to mention earlier in the intro, but you will only be getting 2 games worth of points in Swiss, because Swiss you play a maximum of 3 games, but you play a minimum of 2 games, so players will only get 2 games worth of points, which basically how like kickoff, you take your best 3 performance, but here you take your best 2 performances. Okay, now let's start filling in some of these bulk card slots and see who we actually want to pick, and then we'll structure our roster from there. Okay, let's look at some of these. Valin for 10 as a controller, that might be kind of push me out of my budget here. I think G2 are going to be pretty good, and Valin himself has been pretty insane. Yeah, he is the most expensive G2 player. He has been very cracked. Leaf for 9.5 isn't too bad as well. It's listed under controller. A lot of choices here. Brock, Trent, Envy. I don't hate the Envy shout. Let's look a bit further down. Nerve for 6 is pretty criminal, especially if you have Fury doing well, but shouldn't be picking him this week again. Let's look. Yeah, Stacks 6.5. Again, I'm not high on T1, so probably not gonna pick him. Starkzil for only 6.5. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do for the initiator pick. That means I will have to get rid of Bippo, change him to Jing. I think that is the what I'm gonna do. As for this slot, I think I wanna ball. I wanna get someone more expensive. Do I go for Valin though? That's the question. I'm thinking about going for Valin here. Do I go for Leaf? Who else is in the controller spot? Let's have a look. Forsaken. You might have to pick up Forsaken here. We might have to pick up Forsaken. Should we just pick up Forsaken in this slot? Let's do it for now. While we are here, let's get this into Jing. How much money do we have left? I don't think we have much. 19.5. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think this is gonna work. Hold on. Let's go a bit lower. There should be some value picks that we're missing out. Glyph. I don't think we're gonna go with Glyph here. Wayne is not too bad of a shout. Purple seems to be getting into his groove, But I've been kind of glazing Wayne, so maybe I should go with Wayne. I'll go with Wayne. I'll pick up Wayne for now. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pick up Starkzo here from mates. 6 VP. Nerve. Okay, I'm gonna have to make some changes. How much is who do I want here? Hold on. Let's pick Wayne in this slot. Yeah, let's pick Wayne in this slot. Let's change our do list. I think I want to keep Forsaken more than I do Jing. Let's have a look. Do we want Valin? I think we want Valin. We have to get a G2 player in there. That's kinda stupid if we don't. And Valin has been doing so well that you kinda have to pick him. I have 5.5. That's not enough. That is not enough. We're gonna have to not get Valin. What other G2 players can we get? I need a G2 player. Wait, okay. I need a G2 player. Trent Trent kind of let me down though, I'm not gonna lie, but I think he's the only one that we can afford now, really. Trent. Who can we get as our duelist? I'm not picking CB, man. Okay, can I just draft something first? This is really difficult. Hold on. I don't think I can get Wayne. Glyph? I can't pick another mates player. Oh, fuck. This is tough. This is very tough. Oh. Can we not get Forsaken? I don't think we can get Forsaken. Oh, it hurts so bad that we can't get Forsaken. Okay. How about we go for Valen. We go for Jing. 14.5. What can I do with 14.5? What if I have... whoa. 7.5 if I have to choose. Could get Munchkin. Munchkin? Do I really want Munchkin? Let's look at the controllers first. Who is all the way down here? Kira? Kira isn't playing. I'll pick Kira for the memes. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Nats is the same price. Davai? I don't know. I'm actually lost here. I should have planned this out ahead. Okay. Tell you what. We're gonna go for Mini. We're gonna lock that in. Mini would be our option. We can't have Valen. So let's go down a little bit. We'll pick up Leaf instead. And here, let's pick up Wayne. And here, we'll get Davai. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. This might be cooking. This might be cooking. These are the 4 teams I have going through the playoffs. Okay, now the finishing touches. Let's add that. Save all changes. And there's my team. Oh, damn. This is tough. This is really, really tough. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna... Who do I IG out? Do I keep the IG out and leave? Mini's playing EDG. I'm gonna make Mini the IG out. That's like my gamble pick. What? Oh, okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna have to go through the important notices. Create team, refresh page. Let's refresh our page. Manage the team. Make Mini the IGL and save. Okay, so I've shown you guys how to fix it as well. Alright, so that's my team. Very in on mates and Paper X, which I don't think it's a bad shout. Paper X do play G2 first, so I'm gonna... No, the Leaf and double Paper X pick won't go too well there, but these are the teams I believe in the Swiss stage. So I think I've done pretty well, but this was really difficult. A lot more difficult than the pick off one. TMV has definitely done a much better job in pricing this time. So yeah, I think this is what I'm gonna finalize with. Jing, you know, crazy duelist for Paper X. Paper X are gonna do pretty well in my opinion. Starkzo, I believe a very underrated pick. I feel like he's gonna be in a lot of people's VFL cause just how good mates are and how good he's been fragging out in general. I think Starkzo has really shown everyone what he has. You know, obviously OG Ascend World Champion. Wayne personally is my underrated pick. For 7, could you get better? Maybe. Is there better controllers out there? Definitely. But you know, I believe in my countrymen. Wayne, since last year when I saw him play in Ascension, and I've already been really high on him, and I thought he really needed to get picked up on a team, and I was really happy when he got dropped by Liquid and hoping for the signing, and now he's here in Masters Santiago. Mini, I don't think much has to be said. Alongside Martin, he's just been crazy fragging. Yeah, just insane player ever since last year on Mates. Leaf, we all know how good he is. But now, especially with what G2 has been playing, he's allowed to go back to that Sentinel role more and more. Crazy player, very good player. Not much else to say. And Devi, solid player. Not the craziest pick on PaperX, but a perfect pick to round out this VFL team. We're gonna be, so that's it for this VFL week 1. So we're gonna continue making Santiago videos as we go along, and I'm gonna make updates, new videos to show you guys my updates on the VFL team when Swiss stage ends. So yeah, be sure to keep a lookout on that. And with that, I wish you all good day. Goodbye, everybody.